mean, the key thing I found in probably the last 9 months, has been the fact that viewing figures have gone up, right? I mean, I know there's nothing published. So this is like when I was working at Variety, I couldn't really do an article on it because I could be like, it's been rumored to me. People keep telling me this, but I can't give you any figures to show that there's more viewership. But I speak to many different people who run fast channels, and they would tell me consistently, our view time is increasing. It's the best it's ever been. But, and there was always a big but here, that the ad revenues weren't increasing in lock with it. And I think, going back to the question that you asked me just now, that was partially because when Disney Plus added ads and when Netflix added ads, people who the advertisers themselves and their clients thought that, oh my God, we should put our money on something that's like got a CPM of 4 times higher than a fast one or 3 times higher, because it's gonna get, people will be paying attention. I don't know, like everyone's gonna watch this premium content, and we'll be and then the reality was, as we discussed, not as many people were actually subscribing to those services, especially last year. So my main observation was like it was a very interesting period where you had it's kind of rare to find kind of like one market force going up and the other market force kind of like pulling away from it, even though like the view times getting longer, impressions or possible impressions being served increasing. So that, coupled with some other conversations I had in the industry and kind of finding advertiser attitudes around it, was very useful, because then we can kind of craft a narrative of like, right, there are some misgivings about, well, not misgivings, but perhaps like myths about fast. Let's address them. Let's make these kind of show the true potential that the medium can offer to viewers. And I mean, the other trend was just going to all these different events last year. I traveled all around the world talking about fast, like an evangelist, really. Canada, France, Spain, Korea, Australia. So it was really interesting going to all these markets and then seeing that the first of all, like the interest among the broadcasters there, but also like seeing some of the channels that are available. Like, I'm jealous as someone living in the US that we don't have a South Park channel. I know that's licensing deals, like there's a South Park channel, there's like a Paw Patrol channel, which is great for kids in other regions. Like, there's these really cool innovations out there, and it's just been interesting to sort of see that while the US is probably always going to be like the largest single market, just the potential and the appetite for it out there. So I think from the report itself, and I was taking a look at it and coming up with what I was going to write, it was really interesting to kind of see that the thoughts I had were backed up, really. So first of all, if we took a broad trend, yes, like hours of viewing, average view times keeps increasing. So we keep seeing more people and we keep seeing more ad impressions. So not only are people watching for longer, but more people are watching. And then just the fact that, well, it makes sense. The US is a more mature market. Like we know there's over 1,900 channels here and 30 odd services battling for competition. In other countries, it's still growing. It's still, like they're not as mature. So it makes sense to kind of see the hours of viewing increase at a greater rate in regions like South America or Latin America and Europe, because they're just at that stage, they're catching up. So it was nice to kind of see see that like reflected back, and that there was some concrete evidence that we can kind of use there.